Again tonight at 6, the president signing the Laken Riley Act, which requires the Department of Homeland Security to detain undocumented immigrants for certain crimes.
That's right. So it's one of many ways the president is trying to make good on his promise to crack down on illegal immigration. So the law is named after a 22-year-old nursing student who was killed on the University of Georgia's campus back in February of last year. Jose Ibarra, a Venezuelan man who entered the U.S. illegally, was convicted in her murder and is currently serving a life sentence. 11 Alive's Erica Murphy right now joins us live with how we got here and the challenges this new law may face. Erica?
Well, Ron, this new law comes as ICE is conducting raids all across the country, including right here in Metro Atlanta. President Donald Trump says that this provides yet another tool to detain and deport undocumented immigrants who break the law.
With today's action, her name will also live forever in the laws of our country, and this is a very important law.
There's no amount of change that will ever bring back our precious Laken. Our hope moving forward is that her life saves lives.
The Laken Riley Act was introduced by Georgia Congressman Mike Collins, who represents his state's 10th district. His district includes Athens, where 22-year-old Laken Riley was murdered. Riley's killer, Jose Ibarra, is an undocumented immigrant from Venezuela. He was arrested for shoplifting before killing Riley, but was not detained or deported. Supporters of the law argue that if Ibarra had been removed after his initial arrest, Riley would still be alive.
What the act really does different is it puts the burden on federal officials to remove these individuals, and if they don't, it allows attorney generals of states to bring suits against the federal officers or agencies that fail to remove.
John Acevedo, a criminal law professor at Emory University, says the law allows law enforcement to detain undocumented immigrants arrested for nonviolent crimes like theft, a measure President Trump campaigned on.
This is something that has brought Democrats and Republicans together. That's not easy to do. Laken did it.
However, Acevedo warns the law could face legal challenges.
We can imagine they're just going to let a lot of the smaller folks go free and risk the lawsuit from the attorney general of the state. Whereas if you're in a smaller city, they may be more rigorous.
He also says there could be conflict between local and federal law enforcement over enforcing the law.
Some of these laws, when they're written, the assumption is everyone wants to work together, but quite often local officials don't like to be told what to do by the federal government, and federal officials don't like to be told what to do by local government.
Now, this law did pass with bipartisan support as far as what's next legally for the Laken Riley Act. Acevedo says that he expects that there will be some lawsuits that arise after people start to be detained under this new law. Reporting from Atlanta, Erica Murphy, 11 Alive News.
Erica.